Medicare Changes for 2022. If you already have Medicare and you want to know what has changed for 2022 and what to do about it, this video is for you. This video is specifically for people who already have either a Medicare supplement, a standalone Medicare Part D prescription drug plan, or a Medicare Advantage plan. If you want to know what may be changing for 2022, what's going to remain the same, and of course what to do about it, we will have the answers for you in this video. If you're new to Medicare and you're in your initial enrollment period, or you will be new to Medicare Part B sometime in the months ahead, this annual election period is not for you. You have a different special or initial enrollment period that is set up around the time that your Medicare Part B and your Part A are going to start. So the annual election period is for those who already have Medicare. So in this video, I'm going to talk about Medicare Part A and Part B for 2022, Medicare supplement plans for 2022, Medicare Advantage plans, and of course, Medicare Part D prescription drug plans for 2022. By the way, if you have a standalone Part D prescription drug plan from WellCare, you most definitely want to hear about the changes for 2022. I will cover that in this video. Now, the Medicare annual election period, also called the AEP, is every year from October 15th through December 7th, and open enrollment is from January 1 all the way through March 31 each year. Now, these are two very different enrollment periods. I'm going to talk about each and what you can do and what you should do during these annual periods, but this is not going to be a very long video. But the information here is important, so please stay tuned. Hi, I'm Matthew Clausen with MedigapSeminars.org. My company is an independent insurance brokerage specializing in Medicare and retirement needs. We help people with their Medicare decisions in virtually every state of the country. We work with all Medicare supplement plans. We also work with Medicare Advantage plans in 49 states and, of course, Medicare Part D prescription drug plans. Best of all, our services are free to you, the consumer. You don't pay us. We're paid by the insurance company when we help you with your application, just like life insurance, auto, or homeowners insurance, and so on. This video, like all my videos, has no advertisements. Now, we do not generate any revenue by your just watching this video. Our business is to help you with your Medicare. We're paid again by the insurance company only when we help you with your application. So please contact us for personalized advice and private consultation. I have several important subjects to cover, so let me start with an area that has created an enormous amount of confusion and misunderstanding about Medicare benefits over the past few years. By now, many of you have seen the national commercials using Joe Namath and now J.J. Walker and so on. And these commercials tout benefits offered in very small regions of the country by only one or two insurance companies and are found mostly in plans designed for those who are the most economically challenged. In my opinion, these commercials are misleading and confuse the viewer. And I know because we receive a lot of telephone calls about them. Well, it looks like Medicare will finally address this issue. There is a memo from CMS. CMS is the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. That's Medicare. They manage Medicare. And this memo is dated October 8th, 2021. Now, I have this memo linked below, but I'm going to read you one paragraph. CMS is particularly concerned with the national advertisements promoting Medicare Advantage plan benefits and cost savings, which are only available in limited service areas for limited groups of enrollees, as well as using words and imagery that may confuse the beneficiaries or cause them to believe the advertisement is coming directly from the government. In addition, CMS receives complaints from beneficiaries and caregivers that highlight sales tactics designed to rush or push beneficiaries into enrolling into a plan. So let me reread that last sentence. CMS has received complaints from beneficiaries and caregivers that highlight sales tactics designed to rush or push beneficiaries into enrolling into a plan. Odd English in the back of that, but I think you get the gist. So evidently there are also mailers that some agents are using that give the recipient the impression that they come from the government as well. But of course you call the number and it's an agent who wants to sell you something. Please take any advertisement with a grain of salt, or more than a grain of salt. The entire objective of these advertisements are to trigger your emotions and get you to pick up the phone and call them. As Admiral Akbar said in Star Wars Return of the Jedi, it's a trap.
It's a trap!
So that's my opinion. But even Medicare is concerned about the level of misinformation and confusion. So please understand, these commercials are not playing for your benefit. They're playing for the benefit of the insurance agents at the other end of the phone. So let's start with Medicare Part A and Medicare Part B, inpatient and outpatient coverage. Every year, typically in November, Medicare announces the new premiums, deductibles, and copays for the year ahead. As I make this video in mid-October 2021, there has not yet been an official announcement for 2022 just yet. However, Social Security has just released the 2022 changes in benefits. There will be a 5.9% increase in Social Security checks, your income from Social Security, for 2022. I suspect that the increases in Medicare deductibles and the Part B premium will be close to the same. I linked below this video the current Medicare premiums, deductibles, etc. Once the new rates are announced for 2022, that link will be updated for you. If you're a current client, we will be emailing that information to you and text you to make sure that you're aware of the email. What I believe is that we will see some of the highest percentage increases in the deductibles than we've seen in years, and probably in the Medicare Part B premium as well. But here's what you need to know. First, your Medicare Part B premium, which starts at $148.50 for 2021, can increase depending on your modified adjusted gross income as it was reported 2 years ago. That Part B premium is unofficially expected to increase to about $158.50 for 2022, but nothing is official yet. We have to wait and see. It's only a few weeks away. But if that projection is accurate, it would be a 6.7% increase in your Part B premium. I suspect the increase in the premiums and the deductibles for Medicare Part A and Part B will be close to that 6% mark. Now, this is important. If you are not taking your Social Security income, your Medicare Part B premium will increase to whatever level that they announce for 2022. If you are taking your Social Security income, your Medicare Part B premium can only increase no more than the Social Security Cost of Living Index percentage increase, your COLA. For example, let's say that Medicare Part B announces a premium rate increase to $158.50, just for an example. If you're not yet receiving your Social Security benefits, your new rate will be $158.50. It's pretty simple. If you are receiving your Social Security benefits and the COLA index is up 5.9%, then your Part B premium can only increase 5.9% to $157.26. So when you have your Social Security income, when you are accepting your Social Security income, it is quite possible that your increase in your Part B premium would be less than the increase the same people will have that are not getting their Social Security income. So again, expect the annual Medicare Part B deductible, the Medicare Part A deductible, and the copays all to increase for 2022. Now, if you are paying more for your Part B premium due to the IRMA, the income-related monthly adjustment amounts, that entire table can change as well. Now, it's my opinion that this IRMA table is where most of the increases in Medicare costs will be observed in the years ahead. Why? Because there's no political cost. It's easy for Congress and Medicare to increase what people pay for their Medicare using the changes in the IRMA table, again, because there is no political cost. Politicians just vote to approve Medicare's recommendations. They don't have to take their responsibility for the vote. So that's Medicare. We can't do anything about those changes except be aware and ready for them. Look at the link below this video, probably in mid-November sometime, for the 2022 numbers. We will also be emailing this information to our clients. Now let's look at Medicare supplement plans. The good news about Medicare supplement plans is that the benefits never change. Once you have a Medicare supplement plan, no one can change your benefits or take it away from you, not even an act of Congress. For example, Medicare Supplement Plan G pays all of your inpatient and outpatient Medicare expenses except the annual Medicare Part B deductible. That Part B deductible can change, but the benefits of the Supplement Plan G cannot. And this means that there are no 2022 Medicare supplements. They're the same as 2021, 2020, or 19, 18, and so on. The benefits have not changed. Because the benefits do not change, you should hold on to your Medicare supplement unless there are unusually high price increases in your plan from your insurance company. Now, most people should not make changes in their Medicare supplements. Just keep what you have. It will continue until you decide to change it. Now, there should not be a 2022 Medicare supplement prices. So let me explain. Medicare supplement plans do not operate on a calendar year basis. They operate on a contract year basis. Whatever month you started your Medicare plan is your contract anniversary. The rate increase should typically only be on that contract anniversary. That's typically. So I'm quite aware there are some insurance companies that love to announce new rates at the beginning of each year. It's like rate increases are an annual right. If you have a Medicare supplement from a company that does this, I can assure you you're with a company that has higher than average price increases over your lifetime. It's likely going to be much more expensive over your lifetime than alternative plans, or same plan with alternative companies. So I suggest you let us shop your plan. It's very likely we can save you money. But keep in mind, there's no annual election period for Medicare supplement plans. You can change supplement plans at any time if you qualify medically, depending on your state rules. Some states will have rules that, special rules that override Medicare and provide an annual enrollment period, some with limitations. So first, here's what's important to understand right now about Medicare supplement plans. Expect Medicare supplement plan premiums to increase with inflation. If your insurance policy has to pay higher deductibles and higher copays, etc., they will increase prices to make up for it. So higher prices are inevitable. The more benefits that your Medicare supplement offers, the greater the percentage of increase in premiums. That's why the Plan G typically rises at a faster rate than a Plan N. So here's a warning for those, by the way, with the high deductible Medicare supplement plans. We do a lot of those plans. We've been doing quite a lot over the years. I love them in certain states. There's some states they don't make any sense. In some states they make a lot of sense. But here's the thing. The high deductible Medicare supplement plans F and Plan G are vulnerable to increased inflation. The plan deductible is linked to the Social Security Cost of Living Index. That means the deductible will increase by 5.9% for 2022. Now that is a direct reduction in your benefits. It would be in addition to any premium increases. So please consider that if this country devolves into a period of high inflation, the value of the high deductible plan relative to the full coverage of a Plan N or a Plan G will erode significantly. Other than that, if you have experienced a Medicare supplement price increase of 10% or more, you don't have to take it on the chin. Just get in touch with us. Let us know which plan you have, which company, which insurance company, and we'll look at the other companies and the other plans and see if we can help you keep your costs down. Now, if you've not experienced a price increase of at least 10% and you're happy with your plan, great. You don't have to do a thing. You're likely just fine where you are. But certainly check your Medicare Part D prescription drug plan, and I'll have more on that in a moment. We have some big news on some of the Part D plans. So next, let's talk quickly about Medicare Advantage plans. Both Medicare Advantage Plan and Medicare Part D plan benefits change every year. That's why there's an annual election period. The annual election period is your opportunity to look at next year's plans and choose the one with the benefits that best fits your needs. Now, there are a lot of new Medicare Advantage plans this year. You must shop your Medicare Advantage plan each year to see what has changed or if something better is now available. Now, I'm looking at plans across the country from the major carriers. I'm seeing a lot of new chronic illness and special needs plans like we did last year. Now, these are plans that specialize in specific chronic conditions. Mostly I've seen are for diabetics or cardiac health issues, but that is growing. If you have a chronic condition, you should look to see if there is a special needs plan available for you in your area. It may be worth your while. Now, also, there are some insurance companies whose prescription drug portion of their Advantage plan is changing significantly. If you don't check your plan, you're at risk of finding out one of your prescriptions may be not covered, or is at simply cost too much, is at a higher price. The bottom line, please do not assume that you can keep your 2021 plan into 2022 without changes. These plans may have significant changes or only minor changes. Just shop your plan and compare it to the other plans that are available to you. With the technology that my company has today, it's extraordinarily simple for you to shop with us. You provide us with your list of doctors and your prescriptions. We enter it into a secure, HIPAA-compliant database that searches the plans that are available to you in your area. We can find the best fit in almost no time at all. We can see, for example, who has the best prices for your prescriptions, which plans accept all of your doctors, and more. I would say gone are the days of trying to check each insurance company's website, but there are many agents that don't have the specialized tools that we have, and they actually still shop that way. Our way is much more accurate and fast. We can accomplish in 15 minutes what it takes other agents hours. So if you want to stay with your plan, you don't have to do a thing. It will roll over automatically into next year's version. So again, if you want to stay with your plan, you don't have to do anything. And that's true with any of the Medicare plans. You don't have to do anything. But if you want to, you have between October 15th and December 7th. Again, that's the annual election period. That's the period for you to shop your Medicare Advantage plan for changes for next year. Now, if you happen to enroll and you change your mind during this annual election period, you simply apply for another plan. Whichever plan that you enroll in last between between October 15th and December 7th will be the plan that you have as of January 1. This is the only enrollment period that allows you to do that with a Medicare Advantage or a prescription drug plan. Now, if you miss that time, or if you find that you made a bad choice, and sometimes the information that's available is changed by January 1 or is not accurate. Sometimes the companies themselves don't have accurate information. So if you find come January that you're not in the right plan, not in the best plan for you, then you have the open enrollment. You have between January 1 and March 31 where you can make one change and one change only. You can switch Medicare Advantage plans, or you can move from an Advantage plan back to original Medicare and get a prescription drug plan, and if you wish, of course, apply for Medicare Supplement. So January 1 through March 31 is called open enrollment. There is no equivalent election period for Medicare Part D prescription drug plans. Your Part D prescription drug plans, you can change between October 15th and December 7th for January 1 start, unless you qualify for a special enrollment because you moved or your Part D plan went out of business and so on. So now let's talk about standalone prescription drug plans. Now, because of Medicare rules with both prescription drug and Advantage plans, we're not allowed to discuss any specific plans. It's against the rules. But what I can say is this. WellCare has been a very popular company for prescription drug plans over the last few years. They've been involved in several buyouts and mergers over the past few years, and as a result, had up to 7 different prescription drug plans in most areas of the country for 2021. Well, Medicare has told them they can have no more than 3 plans in any one area of the country. And that means they are canceling several plans. If you're in a plan that's being canceled, they call it port, or they will automatically move you over to the plan of their choice. That's not typically in your best interest. The bottom line, you must reshop your Part D plan between October 15th and December 7th, October 15th through December 7th, or Pearl Harbor Day. Now, I've made shopping for and enrolling in a Part D plan very easy for you. You don't have to call or bug or meet with any other agent. You can do it all on your own, very simply through a website that I created called partdshopper.com. So just go to partdshopper.com, enter your Medicare information, your prescriptions and location, and partdshopper.com will show you which of the Part D plans that I recommend will be your lowest cost for 2022. This is a HIPAA-compliant, secure website, and it only shows the companies that I recommend. So you can find the best plan for your needs and your budget and enroll in just a few minutes of time. When you enroll in a new Medicare Part D prescription drug plan, Medicare will cancel your old plan. You don't have to do a thing. If you decide you want to stay with the plan that you'll have into next year, then just do nothing. It'll automatically roll over. It's simple and quick, but it's very important to at least check. So after December 7th, you'll not be able to change again until next year's October 15th, unless you have a special enrollment. So that's it. That's all you have to do for this year's annual enrollment period. So now it's your turn. I make these videos for you. Please leave me a comment below and let me know what part of this video that you found most informative and that you plan to use as you shop for your Medicare. And if you have questions that I have not answered, I do monitor the questions you have, and if you've watched my other videos, you know that more often than not I will respond because I'm really interested in what you have to say. And by the way, how do you like the new studio? So up until this studio here, we've got a new place, a little larger, a little bigger. And it's got my own studio where my cameras and lights can all stay up and I don't have to take things down and put them up again. The bottom line is we'll be doing a lot more videos here in the months ahead, a lot more videos because it's going to be a lot easier to use with this new setup. So if you subscribe, you're going to find some of the new videos. Some are going to be for people new to Medicare. Others are going to be for people who have Medicare and about managing your Medicare, etc. So please like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you found the information useful. When you do, you help other people having the same questions that you have find this video. And then please subscribe so you can see my other videos along with the new videos that I have coming up. I'm Matthew Clausen with MedigapSeminars.org. Thank you for watching.